Welcome back, everyone. Drake Hawkins with you again for some more Factorio Death World Extreme. Last two episodes really, we focused on getting this set up. Our full, oh that's beautiful, our full turret guarded defense. Looks like we're getting some attention here in the west. The uranium patch of death. We are going to have to keep track of things like making sure that these guys are getting repaired when need be and whatnot, but I think we should be pretty good there. We don't have a lot of free time to muddle around here, so I'm gonna do this while I chat. We have to basically produce double the iron plus steel at this stage, so oh, that was bad. I want to make sure these things drain fully, but not overly wasteful. Let's power it up. I'm gonna try to pick up the pace with getting things built and getting things operational as quickly as possible. I think I need to run this iron. Let's run this iron this way. Bring it up here. Let's bring the red circuits that way then, or red science rather. There we go. Okay, get rid of those there. Bit of that, bit of this. Uh-oh, are we out of... No, we're not. Why were you not in the right slot? Okay, bring some iron up here. We're going to put in... we need a lot of grenades. We're going to put in some blueprints here. Boom, blow up the trees. Our deforesting department is active. Ooh, so is our blow up the belts department. Let's try to do the rest of that without blowing up the belts. Ah, nice radius, I guess. Okay, there we go. Don't know that we need that section really at this point. Oh, let's blow up Drake. Let's grenade ourselves, shall we? Okay, I guess we can clean the rest up by hand. Yeah, I did like 20% of my health damage. It is but a flesh wound. So today we are expanding our iron first, and then we're expanding our steel. In my There Is No Spoon achievement, if you haven't seen it, check it out on the channel, but it's about 16 episodes long, and it was very much a different focus than this one. It was from 0.14. But in that one, we definitely had a... that was awkward. We definitely had a different sort of focus, but I did steel in a different way than I'm going to do it here. In that one, I did steel where you basically pipe the line that comes off your iron and put it onto a belt and then feed that belt into another smelter as like you do the iron ore. I don't really care for that nearly as much as I like this. Really? Apparently I left my phone on. That's awkward. Sorry about that. Oh. Yeah, that would be the missus calling and saying, hey, I'm gonna have to disturb your video, because guess who's awake? I literally just laid her down. So it didn't work so good. She likes falling asleep on me, apparently, but not staying asleep. That is a different build. and I'm kind of okay with it. We'll do this one. And then we'll put a second one right away in there. And then what we're going to do for blueprints, we're going to get the... Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Not there. It's another one here. Somewhere around here. There you be. Look at that beast. So this one might be a little hard to see off the hop, but this one is... Oh, that's too bad. It won't fit. That's awkward. I guess I can put it over here. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. And do we put another regular line in here? There you are. We could put another one in here. That'll cover up a lot of the coal. I think we'll skip the covering that up. So this is basically, I'm not sure if you can see it really well with the way it's shadowed in here, but basically instead of running this all out the iron and bring it back in as a feed to a new smelting line, we combine it so that it runs directly from the stone furnace producing iron on this line, and then the stone furnace on this line producing steel. So let's get started on that. Okay, so on that break I also did a bit of counting, and we need 136 furnaces, 198 yellow inserters, we need 44 red inserters, and we need 400 belts. So let's see what we can... Well, that's way more belts than we need. Let's put half of those back. Do we have enough? Well, we only have 27. We need 132 of those. Let's grab all the stone. That's all the stone we need, so that's 130. We need 132. We need 105. Let's do that, and then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I think that gives us enough. Let's grab one stack. Okay, so that takes care of that need. Alright, so now we've got... Man, those turrets are taking a beating up there. And down there. Sheesh. I trust those guys have some ammunition, right? Ooh, what's going on? Okay, they took care of the fight, but man, that was a lot of pew pew down there. This is an unnecessary waste of time, I'm sure, but... There was so much activity going on there that it couldn't keep up making the sounds for it. That's great. Let's do a quick run around the base and just make sure we repair while I'm fiddling with making these walkways, or extending this walkway. There we go. We're out of ammo there, or out of stone there. So we have, do we have enough inserters? We need 198 yellow inserters, so that's way not enough. And I don't have anywhere near enough materials to continue. Did they damage, or did they destroy anything? No. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? There you go. Repair packs seem to like jumping off my tool belt. Alright. None there, no damage there. Let's run across. This is my version of the gate. It's like a manual gate. It's a slow version. No damage, no damage. I kind of like having the trees growing right up to the fence because they actually just cause, like this, they have to actually piddle around through them. So if we had like this sort of a, what are they called, dragon's teeth or whatever, it slows them down. They have to fumble around getting through it, and it really messes up their pathing in such a way that they have to kind of dance around the walls, and they don't attack them because they can still technically find a path, but they can't get... It looks like a graveyard now. That's great. Very encouraging. But they can't get through at full speed. They don't get to run straight on through. So we do have this nice solid line there that keeps doing its laps. Now I wish it was more dispersed, but that's all right. There is if we watch, there is pretty much constantly every you know, another couple magazines every second or so going by, so that's not terrible. They shouldn't run out anytime well currently in battle, because they have 10 clips, which lasts quite a bit of time. Another defense for walls, which I find is really cheesy, is you do like this sort of thing where you put like a bunch of belts facing away that run away. Then the actual biters have to run on them. It's kind of funny. You watch them treading on a blue belt. They just stand there. They lose ground against a blue belt. It's quite humorous to watch, actually. We don't have enough yellow inserters to finish the job yet. Let's go down here and grab a stack or two of those. And then we need some copper. Actually, I think I have... That's right, I did put a chest down here with some, right? That gives us 130. Okay, there we go. Where are we at now? 150, 213. That's plenty. Okay, I think we've got everything we need to make this. The red inserters we actually need. We got 11. We need 44. So we're going to need another, at least 30 yellows. Let's run down here. Grab that. That should do. What are we short on? Iron plates to finish those. Okay. I do have a stack of iron plates stored here as well. So there we go. We got enough material that we'll be able to put out a good supply of... I'm not going to grab much. Good supply of materials for this. 44 we need. 30, there you go. And we got enough to make 10 more. We'll go ahead and make those. Alright, belt time it is. So we want to build all... I think I'm just going to build all these and then build the ore afterwards. This, you could do this the other way. I've got them all coming out the bottom. You could just have that belt go up top if that's the way your particular smelting system worked. If you had that sort of a setup. Get rid of that. The blueprint shows the top version, but the north excursion. And I offset the steel lines here, the ones to my left that we're working on now. I offset that down a bit so that they fit at the top, because I want to keep the north line this kind of consistent. And this is the down, the output of the steel. And that has to go there, and then we need it. Oh. What? How's that gonna work? That's not gonna work at all. I can't put that output steel down. Because, well, I could. This doesn't have to come right here, does it? This could go like this. And then we do that. Input the one source there, input another there. So these interior lines have the reds and the yellows, and the reason is that they have to actually feed both ways. They have to have an input. We have to have like a coal line or whatever that'll come in both ways. Like that, and then this one's going to come in like that, and that gives us our coal feed. It doesn't really matter, it can fit there, that's fine. This one can go there. Perfect. That works. Now it looks very convoluted, I must admit, but what it's actually doing is running... The steel will come along here. Good. What it's actually doing is running the a coal line will come in here. Okay. And we can, I believe it has the potential to feed this whole thing. So I think what we can do here is add that in there, and then we tap the coal to run up here. And this is just going to need a split to go the coal there. And then we're going to split that. And then this is going to be the output line. So that's going to bring our iron down to here. And this one is also going to bring iron down. It'll be quicker setting up the other part, or less thoughtful setting up the other part, I should say. That will work there. No, it won't. Okay, like that. And then I think this will get us our output of our iron. So both of those will be output lines. Both of these will be input lines. Oh, hi. What else did we need? What else did we need? This is what I want to go down. Flammables to this, to flamethrower turrets. Where's flamethrower? Oh, there it is. Flamethrower turrets is just the flamethrower. So that needs military sides. We'll work our way towards that. And flamethrower turrets are massively damaging comparatively. They're just worth so much more in defenses. Hello. What's going on? We losing stuff up there? Yeah, we did lose again. Jeepers. Alright, let's increase the I guess we're just gonna spew this whole thing with turrets. I don't see why not. We just need more firepower. They're getting there, but they're not doing the job in time. They're not stopping them in time before they actually get shots off. So, all right, and not a pipe. We just need to repair. This might be a good spot for the dragon's teeth as well. In fact, I think it really is a good spot for them. Let's go ahead and put those in. I do not like this interruptions constantly, but if we had bots to do this, that would be great. This is not one of those fun things to build. This is one of those tedious nonsense that you really should only be building when you have bots doing the job, because, you know, for sanity reasons. But I think this will help a little bit. I don't think this works for behemoths because I think they're too big to fit through the teeth pattern here. So I think they just hit the edge and start bashing. Like they're like, I'm not fitting through that hole. I'm just gonna eat the wall. That sort of reaction. So I don't think it's gonna last long term, but hopefully it'll do something for the time being anyways. Rumor has it it's supposed to help. There we go, at least in the thickest part of the assaults. Where they've been hitting us the hardest is basically just where the trees aren't. This is kind of really like keeping my attention. It's hard to narrate when you're trying to do this sort of thing, because then you skip and you miss and it's longer. I am going to take these few trees out because they're just going to mess my pattern up. And heck, you don't want to mess with the symmetrics. That would be inappropriate. Okay, so that's boosted the defenses there. I feel like we definitely need the armor piercing on, and we're working on that, but we are not quite ready for it. Let's put these in. And there's 11 per set here because the ratio, if you do the math or check a video out that does the math, essentially when these things get upgraded to steel furnaces, they can produce twice the rate they currently do, which means for every one of these inputs of iron, a raw iron in, every one raw iron in is going to require its own electric mining drill to make it work. So that's actually quite a lot of mining we're going to need to completely maintain this at volume, but we will see if we can get there at some point. That one's ready, that one's ready. Is this one properly ready? This is going to bring the iron in here, hit both sides. It's bringing the coal in, hitting both sides, and making a second offshoot to bring the coal up this line. That will work quite nicely. So that there, like this. And this side's yellows go in because this is the feed for the coal. So they feed the coal into this. So this becomes iron. Smelts the iron into plates, dumps right into here because the ratio here is 3.5 seconds for iron plates using 1 iron ore. Then we have the steel, which is, oops, can't make that by hand, which is 35 seconds and 10 iron plates. And so it's basically, it's an exactly 10 to 1 ratio. So every iron that goes in there, 10 burn and then come in here. So you're really slow. This setup only produces 22 steel furnaces. And they produce in 35 seconds, so you're less than 1 per second for it, which is pretty rough, I must say. It's not a particularly fast way to, they're fast producing a product, so, and I guess you'd have to have 35 of them in a row to get 1 a second, but if anybody knows, is the ratio, like what I don't get is the, oh that's backwards, the speed of these things. It just says, where is it? Crafting speed 1, it says for the furnaces. If you go to steel, does that mean they make, like how long does it take? Crafting speed 1 would, I assume, would mean that an iron plate takes 3.5 seconds to make in one of these stone furnaces, and half of that time in a iron furnace or in a steel furnace. I don't know. If that's the case, let me know if you know the exacts on that, or if you maybe pop a link down to show me what you feel it is. Okay, so these, on this side it grabs the coal for this one with the reds, and this side it outputs the steel. There we go, there we go, there we go. Okay, that side I think is done except for powering it up, and to do that we're going to use these big fun things. There and there. Oh, hello, flammables. Flamethrower next. We have 200 military science packs we need. I can pocket 200 military science packs. I totally can. They require piercing ammunition and gun turrets and grenades. Yeah, I can totally pocket that. I think we'll definitely set up a smelting or a science network for it, but we can pocket build a lot of stuff, so probably wouldn't hurt to do so. So that one's set up. I'm going to actually have to put in a cut here. I will continue this process in the next episode. We basically have to get these online and then build a whole lot of... Oh boy. I love how the sounds don't work because there's too many shooting sound effects going on. We basically have to put up another... let's see. This is the 12... 48, I believe, iron furnaces, or drills, electric mining drills, to keep up with this. So I don't know if we have the space to put that many in. I doubt it, to be honest. We might have to go hunting and find ourselves some new turf, or run one of these on a slower speed. There we go. Well, that's all set up, at least that part. We now have to just bring an input of iron in there. I'm going to leave this one for now until we've got these others set up. But I think that should do it for today. We've definitely increased our defenses to an extent. We're gonna have to be very vigilant with the turrets, making sure that no turrets are actually taking damage to the point of death. See, that was another attack and far less damaging. I don't know the size of that attack, but it, like, way up north here, it is just, they're just swarming out at us. Absolutely swarming. Like, this is just what the radar can see at the moment for a particular swarm. I think these guys are feeding off to this line, this group over here, but maybe not. They might be working their way through. Anyways, lots more building to do before we're out of the dark here, or before we're out of the danger zone, I suppose. And I think we are going to be able to do it, but I don't know. Let me know what you think. If you know about the ratios for smelting, the the steel versus stone. I know it's double, but I don't know if what actual speed it produces, it smelts the product at. So is it 3.5 seconds for an iron plate? Wow, that was just turn the whole thing on. Excellent. Well, thank you so much for watching, and as always, I will see you in game.